An action potential occurs when a neuron is processing information down the axon from the cell body to the axon terminal. So, what causes action potentials is a reverse in charge. So usually the outside of the cell, this is a close-up of the cell, the outside is usually positive while the inside is negative, and that's at resting potential. But when an action potential happens, the outside becomes negative relative to the inside, which is now positive. So here's a close-up of the cell. This is the cell membrane. We have the potassium channel, the sodium channel, and the sodium-potassium pump. And this is the exterior of the cell, this is the interior of the cell. So the exterior is positive, like it was up here at resting, and the inside is negative. So here we have resting potential, and there are more sodium ions on the outside than there are potassium ions inside, which is what makes it the outside more positive compared to the inside. What happens at action potential is that these two charges switch, and what causes this is that a stimulus causes the sodium channels to open, so this opens, and then because there are more sodiums on the outside than the inside of the neuron, these are going to travel down into here, so now they're inside, and then that causes the inside to become positive, while the outside is now negative. What just occurred is called depolarization. And so now the potassium channel is going to open, and all these potassiums are going to travel from here through it and go to the outside. And that's repolarization. So if you look over here on this graph showing action potential, it started at resting position. This shows the voltage. Started at resting position, so it was at -70. Then depolarization occurred once the sodium channels opened, and it went up to 30. And then when repolarization occurred, it went back down to a little bit more than -70, and that's called hyperpolarization. And then what's going to return it to resting level is the sodium-potassium pump. So what this is going to do, it's going to take 3 sodiums moving back to the outside, and then take 2 potassiums moving back to the inside, and gradually return the ion concentrations back to resting potential level. So that is how action potentials work.